how much is too much when it comes to young athletes.
School districts across the area report hundreds of injuries involving students each year. And doctors say it's a growing trend, so what can be done to protect your child? 2 News anchor Dina Silk takes a closer look in tonight's segment 2.
We begin at the lowest level, teach them how to play catch and teach them how to throw the ball.
The obsession to be the best begins at an early age. At this training facility in East Tulsa, young athletes are taught proper form with one goal in mind.
All of our ball players come in with the same idea. Everyone wants to make it, always to the next level.
But for some, that next level comes at a price.
I usually try to play through it until it gets enough where I can't play.
Right after I found out I wasn't going to be able to play my sophomore year, I was devastated.
These 2 young athletes are not alone. Each year in the U.S., more than 1 million high school students are injured playing sports. The most common type of injury, overuse.
Basically, it's doing too much too soon.
Dr. Jeff Fox is an orthopedic surgeon in Tulsa.
It's very hard to tell a 16-year-old kid that they're going to have arthritis at a younger age and have them change behaviors because they focus on the moment.
And at this moment, all this freshman can think about is off-season football and competitive basketball, despite a pars defect in his back.
I broke it in 5th grade and it's just never healed.
His pars didn't ever close, so once those bones don't close together, they don't ever close together. So that's his injury that he's going to live with.
More and more students are living with the pain and choosing to play. Some call it motivation, others call it pressure.
The bottom line comes down to the almighty dollar. It's if I can get a scholarship, then I don't have student loans. If I can be a little bit better in college, maybe I get to sign that pro contract.
Studies show an estimated 5% of student athletes go on to play Division I sports, and less than 1% reach the professional level. Experts say one of the biggest mistakes student athletes can make is playing the same sport year-round with no breaks.
You think basketball season, oh, it's just one season, but the competitive AAU season, it starts right after your high school season is over.
There are times that you think, okay, let's scale this back a little bit. Let's take a couple of days off.
Those few days turned into an entire season when Jacob Parker learned an overuse injury to his knee would require surgery.
Just watching him from the sideline, it was just, I wanted to be in there because I knew I could make a difference.
By sitting out the recommended time, Jacob's knee was able to heal completely. But not everyone follows doctor's orders. While there are rules in place to make sure student athletes take the time off needed for a concussion, there are currently no rules in Oklahoma regulating other student injuries. It's up to players, coaches, and parents to make those tough decisions.
As parents, how you modify it is you don't let them play on 2 teams. You realize they don't have to practice it every day, and it's okay to have a few months off where you're doing something else.
It's a lesson Camden learned the hard way.
Do you regret maybe that your back could have maybe healed up and maybe you wouldn't have this?
Yeah, I do now. If it's hurting, you need to take care of it and see if anything's wrong with that.
2 years after his surgery, this young athlete is ready to hit the court.
Next year, I'm going down to Stephen F. Austin and play Division I basketball.
How proud are you?
Very, very proud. It's amazing to watch your child be able to live his dream.
Dina Silk, 2 News works for you.
Dina, thanks. Now, in Texas, officials have limited the number of games that a student can play each week. And Arkansas, Arizona, and California prohibit students from competing on multiple teams in the same sport at the same time. Oklahoma does not regulate this. However, the National Athletic Trainers Association recently published guidelines on preventing overuse injuries in young athletes, and you can read about those on our website. Check out this story on KJRH.com.